Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. Coming out with it, it's Slater. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Texas's offense will get the first swing of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Fires to the tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. So Stanford's offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus.
There he goes. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Davis looking to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Steps away. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spot.
Turning it on! They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
He leaves it with the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
He'll bring it out. It's Slater. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Whitted. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Got it in the middle. It's Slater. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wants to throw. It's Sperry. Completes it in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. He splits the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running to the left. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. First play of the period, first down here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll line up for a second down play. Davis will throw. Buys a little time. Creates a little space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Stanford fresh off that big run, going back to work. Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The give to the tailback. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and goal as Stanford comes to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Davis looking to pass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Slater. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Whitted. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Whitted. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a 1st down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup. Dropping back, it's Berry. He lets it fly. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
That's caught. It's Batista. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
21, Texas, 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Wagner. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The offense changing the play. Davis will throw. Quickly complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the 1st half. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
Still looking on the move. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Looking for a crease. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hands it off. Still running at the 35. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cardinal!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down to this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Texas, 10.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Slater. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Longhorns are on the move. Got it behind the line. It's McCutcheon. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He is denied, cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Punt is on its way. That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
Davis looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's going to run it. Did the work himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point, the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Looking for space, it's Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Davis will throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Wiggins. Touchdown, Stanford! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Slater. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He's got it. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
But they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.